You are standing at the edge of your pool on a summer evening, and something is circling. It hovers over the water, darts 3 feet to the left, freezes in midair, then shoots forward so fast your eyes cannot track it. It is big, it is loud, and it keeps coming back to the same patch of air directly above where your kids are swimming. Your first instinct is to grab a towel and swat it away. Maybe a pool skimmer. Maybe you just wave your arms and hope it leaves. Stop. Put everything down. That creature is not interested in you, your children, or your skin. It cannot sting you. It will not bite you. And what it is doing above your pool right now is something so extraordinary that military engineers have spent decades trying to replicate it. Because the dragonfly hovering over your water is the single most efficient predator on the planet. Not one of the most efficient, the most efficient. And today, you are going to understand exactly why losing it would be one of the worst things that could happen to your backyard. The dragonfly belongs to the insect order Odonata, suborder Anisoptera, and the one circling your pool is almost certainly hunting. Not wandering, not resting, hunting. And it is doing so with a success rate that makes every other predator on Earth look amateur. Studies consistently place the dragonfly's prey capture rate between 95 and 97%. To put that number in perspective, a lion, one of the most iconic predators alive, catches its prey roughly 25% of the time. The peregrine falcon, the fastest animal on Earth, succeeds about 47% of the time. The great white shark sits around 48%. The dragonfly does not miss. Here is the part most people never hear. For years, biologists assumed dragonflies hunted the way most aerial predators do, by chasing. You see a mosquito, you fly after it, you catch it. Simple pursuit. But in a landmark study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in 2012, researchers at the Howard Hughes Medical Institute's Genelia Research Campus discovered something that changed the field. Dragonflies do not chase their prey at all. They intercept it. Let that settle for a moment. When a dragonfly locks onto a mosquito, or a gnat, or a midge, it does not fly toward where that insect is. It calculates where that insect is going to be and flies to that future point in space. Its brain builds what neuroscientists call an internal model, a predictive map of the prey's trajectory, speed, and direction. And then it adjusts its own flight path in real time to arrive at the exact spot where its target will be fractions of a second from now. A follow-up study published in Nature in 2014 by Mishkiati and colleagues confirmed that dragonflies use both forward and inverse models of their own body dynamics during these flights. The same class of neural computation that allows you to reach out and catch a ball thrown at your head. This is where the story becomes extraordinary. The mathematics the dragonfly uses to intercept moving targets is called proportional navigation. It is a guidance law that keeps the line of sight between hunter and prey at a constant angle, which guarantees a collision course as long as the hunter can match or exceed the prey's speed. Proportional navigation was first developed for human use during World War II by C. Yuan at RCA Laboratories. It became the foundational guidance system for nearly every homing missile built in the 20th century. Researchers at Sandia National Laboratories have since studied dragonfly interception flight specifically to develop next-generation guidance algorithms. The dragonfly had the math 300 million years before humans invented it. 300 million years. The dragonfly's ancestors appeared during the Carboniferous period, roughly 100 million years before the first dinosaurs walked the Earth. One of those ancestors, a creature called Meganora monyi, had a wingspan of up to 70 centimeters. Nearly 2.5 feet, roughly the size of a modern crow. Those ancient hunters were among the first winged predators in Earth's history, and the basic architecture of their hunting system has barely changed since. What you are looking at above your pool is one of the oldest successful designs in the history of life. The engineering behind that design is staggering. Each of the dragonfly's 2 compound eyes contains up to 30,000 individual lenses, called ommatidia. Together, those eyes give the dragonfly nearly 360 degrees of vision. It can see in almost every direction simultaneously. It also carries 4 or 5 different types of light-sensitive proteins called opsins, compared to the 3 that humans have, which means it perceives colors we cannot even imagine, including ultraviolet light. And its 4 wings operate independently of one another, allowing it to hover, fly backward, turn on a point, and accelerate from a standstill to full hunting speed in a fraction of a second. No other flying insect on Earth can do all of those things at once. Now, here is what all of that engineering is pointed at above your pool. Mosquitoes, gnats, midges, flies. A single adult dragonfly can consume 30 to over 100 mosquitoes in a single day. depending on species and conditions. But the adult phase is actually the short part of the dragonfly's life. Most of a dragonfly's existence is spent underwater. After hatching, dragonfly nymphs live submerged in ponds, pools, lakes, and slow-moving streams for anywhere from several months to 5 years, depending on the species and the climate. During that entire time, they are predators. The nymph has an extendable lower jaw called a labium that shoots forward to snatch mosquito larvae, aquatic insects, tiny crustaceans, and even small fish. One study found that a single dragonfly nymph of the species Anax indicus consumed an average of 110 mosquito larvae per day under controlled conditions. That is not a typo. 110 per day, per nymph. So the dragonfly you see circling your pool is not just an adult hunter working the air above your water. It is a sign that the water below may already contain nymphs doing the same job from the other direction. You have a 2-stage mosquito elimination system operating at your property for free, and it has been running on the same design for longer than flowers have existed on this planet. Here is what you should actually do. Leave it alone. Dragonflies do not sting. They do not bite humans. They are not attracted to you. They are attracted to the insects that are attracted to you. If you want more of them, the single best thing you can do is avoid broad-spectrum insecticide sprays near your pool or garden. Those chemicals do not distinguish between pests and predators, and dragonflies, both as adults and as nymphs, are among the first casualties. If you have a water feature, a pond, or even a rain barrel on your property, leaving it accessible gives dragonfly females a place to lay eggs, and those eggs become the nymphs that spend years cleaning your water of mosquito larvae before they ever take to the air. The next time you see a dragonfly holding position above your pool, watch it for 10 seconds. You will see it dart, dart again, freeze again. Each of those pauses is a targeting calculation. Each of those darts is an interception. It is running the same mathematics that guides a missile to its target, inside a brain smaller than a grain of rice, at speeds your eyes cannot follow. It has been doing this since before there were flowers to land on, before there were birds to compete with, before there were mammals of any kind. That is not a pest above your pool. That is 300 million years of unbroken engineering, and it is working for you. Have you ever watched a dragonfly hunt above your yard or your pool? Tell me what you noticed in the comments. I read every single one, and this is exactly the kind of observation this community was built for. And if you want to meet the creature that has been guarding your garden from below ground, in total silence, eating things you did not even know were there, the next video is already waiting for you. This is 6 Legs Deep. I will see you in the next one.